So the 2021 NAB AFL Draft has come to a conclusion, and we're joined here by Geelong's recruiting and list manager, Stephen Wells. Wellsy, the national draft was held last night, or concluded last night. We added 5 new faces. What can you tell us to start with about the 3 local Geelong boys?
Well, firstly, it's always great to be able to get some local players in from the Geelong Falcons and the region. It's obviously a great footy region. But I must say that all 3 of these boys thoroughly deserved their selection at the national draft. They had outstanding years. So we drafted Toby Conway with our first pick, ruckman Toby, and did a great job for the Geelong Falcons and for the Vic Country team in representative footy. He's 205 centimetres and does all the things that you would hope a young ruckman do. His development's going to be enhanced by the fact that we've got a couple of senior ruckmen here, in Reece Stanley and Jonathan Segler, as well as all the coaching he's going to get. So very excited to be able to call out Toby's name. Our second pick last night was Mitch Nevitt. Mitch won the best and fairest at the Geelong Falcons, and again had an outstanding year, not only with them but also with the Vic Country team. He's a tall midfielder, 192 centimetres tall, and great athlete as well. Does a terrific job with his endurance and speed running, and got plenty of the ball. Played as an inside mid and used his hands really effectively, and he'll be able to develop into a number of player who can play a number of different roles, and that was a great pick for us, we think. And Cooper White was our last pick in last night's draft, but he also had a terrific year with the Falcons, a great contributor and a real leader amongst that team, and a left footer, can play midfield and also out on the flanks.
Yeah, and we also selected 2 further players. Let's start with James Willis from South Australia.
Yeah, so James Willis was a player from North Adelaide who had a terrific year again. Like the other boys, he's a strong-bodied midfielder. Didn't finish the year because he had a bit of a sore leg, but he's over that now and ready to go for a pre-season. But James has got outstanding athleticism as well. He's a bit of a bull and uses the ball really well. A really dynamic player. Was terrific to get him in. And then Flynn Kroger from the Eastern Rangers, again a strong-bodied midfielder. A really powerful footballer, great kick and decision maker, and all 5 of those boys not only will bring different things to our midfield and ruck division from their own point of view with the group that we drafted, but they'll also complement the players that we've already got here at the club.
And also part of last night's national draft, we brought in a future 3rd round pick. How helpful will that be heading into next year? Yeah,
the future 3rd round pick became part of a deal with Collingwood a bit later in the draft, and so not only last night did we do what we think in enhancing our playing list, but also helped our futures stock for next year's draft. So the extra 3rd round pick will become valuable for us when it comes to either trading or selecting at next year's draft.
And finally today, the rookie draft's just concluded. What can you tell us about Oliver Dempsey?
Well, Ollie Dempsey's a really traditional rookie pick, I think, in that he's a bit untried as a footballer. He's come back to football from basketball and only played about a half a dozen school games this year. He realised quickly that he was pretty good at it, and so did we. So we continued watching him and assessing him over the course of the school footy that was played this year. He's a running athletic forward at about 185 centimetres tall, but yeah, with not much footy under his belt in recent years. He is a project player, but we're so excited about his attitude to development, and we think he'll really enhance our young playing group.
And you mentioned you've left 1 spot left open on the list. What's the process from here in potentially looking to fill that spot?
So yes, we did have 1 spot left on our rookie list today, which we chose to leave free, which allows us to either add a player before the pre-season to that rookie spot, or in the mid-season draft next year. So options open to keep following some of these players as they either do their pre-seasons or start playing footy next year to just see how they develop, and it gives us all sorts of different options if we want to attack a certain position or a certain type of player.
Well done to you and Mac and Liam and the broader team.
That's a pleasure, Tom. No worries at all. And I can say that Andrew Mackey and Liam Woodland, along with all our spotter group, have done a great job over the course of the year. And yeah, it was a real team effort in bringing these players to the club.